Hi, so in this video we will create a Azure pipeline with Python and we'll deploy into Linode Kubernetes service. So let's get started. So first of all, what we'll do, we'll go to the Linode Kubernetes service and first of all we'll create a cluster. So Linode login and go to the Kubernetes and create a cluster. So we'll just give a name, a Python 001, okay, and select. I'm currently in Mumbai, so I'll select India, and then I'll just select 2 and make it add and create a cluster. So this may take a little while. I'll pause the video and wait for it to be up. So our Linux cluster looks like running, both running. Just download this kubeconfig file and paste into kube folder and just delete the previous one and rename this one just config. Okay, go to the command prompt and check helm list. Nothing is there. kubectl get nodes. Okay, so both the nodes are ready for the Linode. So now we will create a Python project. So this is a PyCharm. Open the PyCharm. So I hope that you have a basic knowledge of the Python. So we'll just create a simple Flask project. So create a new project and I'll give it to, so we'll go for a default and I'll say Python 001 and create it. New window. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll replace with this code with the Flask one and then we'll create a Docker file. So what I will do it, go to the file and Docker file. I'll paste this code. This is a very 5-line simple code. It has an Xforce 500 port and the Python 3 version and the main file there. So let's first of all import file setting and go to the project interpreter and install the package we want a Flask. Okay, install the package. The package has been installed and just try to run. Okay, so let's test it on this URL and just click on this endpoint and add. So it's look like working. So now we have a Docker file, we have everything. Now what we'll do, we will paste the chart package, Helm chart packages. Okay, so I'll paste over here on the root file. So what are the charts? Charts are nothing but the Helm templates and their values. So Helm template has a deployment file and service file and the value. So value we have 5000 port, container port, and here we will use load balancer. Okay, and then in the repository, that first of all go to the Docker hub and create a repository called Python 001. Already exist. Okay, so Python 01. Okay, so now go to the PyCharm and here we will edit it to Python 01. Okay, so this is the value file, and then if you don't know, then the Python has help chart has a chart. It has a templates contain the placeholders, and then those placeholders will be replaced by the value.yml, and this is the folder structure. So outside the chart, and then this chart contains the different chart dependent charts, but we do not have any dependent charts. This is a simple hello world program, and then we have a template again, and then we have values. So that's it. And now what we'll do, we'll go to the demo part and go to the dev.azure. So again I'll just uh, there is one directory is already there, so let's me create another, that's a new project Python 01. It is not a 001 which was previously created. Okay, so go to the repo, just copy this line and go to the PyCharm, go to the terminal and git init to initialize the local repository with the git. Paste the remote URL that we have copied so that we can sync our local repository with the remote repository that is residing in Azure DevOps. Okay, just git add all and git commit, say for first commit, and wq git push. It's asking for to run this one and edit. So directory has been added. So go to the repository and just click on the repo. So now everything is ready. So what we'll do now, we will create a pipeline. So let's set up a build and select anything because we are gonna we just want a blank one, and then after we will, because we are gonna do a while mail pipeline, so we are not interested in the UI one. So what I will do it, I will just remove this slab and I have a Ubuntu image and trigger I will put it none so that it will not automatically trigger. So now I will create some of the tasks. So what I have done is I have edited the pipeline and then I have put two tasks. One is a Docker task and one is a Kubernetes task. Docker task is for the push, build and push into the Docker image into the Docker repository, and another ham is for Kubernetes deployment. So CI, this look like a CI, this look like a CD. Just so simple, two steps. Okay, but what I will require is a Docker connection for Docker credentials, and then the Linode connection for Linode credentials. So go to the project setting, create the service connections and click the new one and select the Docker registry. Next, select the Docker one and Docker ID. Just put your ID for the Docker. Welcome the password and just verify it and give the name Docker CONN. Grant access and verify and save. Okay, so now we require, this is for CI, and now we require a CD. So we have to select the Kubernetes Select that and click on the kube config. So now if you remember, we have copied our kube config. So whatever the we have downloaded, uh, this is downloaded, we just recently downloaded, and just open with. Okay, so I'll just species copy it and put into kube config file, accept and untrusted certificate. Verification looks like success. So I'll give it to name Linode con, grant permissions and verify and save. Okay, so now we are all set. If all going good, then our pipeline should get success. So again, let's verify the charts. Python 01 all look good, and if we get any error, we'll try to resolve it. So many a times you'll get some error and you'll have to resolve it. Again, let's check the pipeline. Looks good. Okay, so I'll have to edit this. Again, this name is not a .NET but Python 01. Okay, so still again check. Okay, look good, and let's try to run the pipeline. This pipeline can take little time. Okay, started, and I'll pause the video until the pipeline is finishing. Okay, so our pipeline got success, but before that I would like to admit one thing. Last time my previous pipeline got failed because of the tag that I have changed it. If you go to the history, I've changed the tag of this tag was previously 10, which was not there, and I put it to a latest one, and I rerun the pipeline, nothing else changed. Okay, so now go to the list and check ham list in the command. So it's finally deployed. So let's check the pods. Okay, there is some error, we'll see that. Kubectl logs. Okay, module not found. So now it is running because I have just added the requirement.txt into the a project, and then after I have checked in. Okay, and I also updated the Docker file to edit, so that to save the time I have just done in a background. So that's it, and now let's check whether everything is fine. Kubectl get deploy, kubectl get svc, and kubectl get helm list, and check the logs. So yeah, currently it is on a localhost. So our external IP is this. So if you go to the ham chart, and if we'll create, it will check on a git bash, then we can have a proper IP. So I'll paste it, I'll copy it and paste into the browser and see. I'm sorry, look good. So let's go to the Kubernetes cluster inside the pod, bash, and check the curl. Okay, curl is not working, so update and apt install curl. This way you can check in the local host as well. So what I will do is http localhost. Okay, so now if we try this, we are getting the response. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next video. That's it.